Hello, everybody. My name is Orion, and welcome back to the Vault. We're here with more of the Darkest Files.
Sorry, Marlene. I don't have anything for you. Oh, don't give me that look. Mrs. Becker, thank you for coming.
It's a pleasure, Mrs. Katz. Though I'm afraid I might not be of much help.
Why would that be?
Well, it's that with the type of cases you deal with here? Oh, yes. We've read all about Dr. Bauer's team in the papers. With this type of cases, my family was blessed with a good life and standing before the war. We were lucky enough not to have to engage with all these most distasteful affairs.
It's Miss, not Mrs. I'm not married.
Oh, I see. I had assumed a woman your age.
I already don't like her.
To each their own, I suppose.
I have some questions regarding one Anna Kazmarek.
Oh,
I take it you knew her.
yes. That poor girl. God bless her soul. She was far from a saint, but she did not deserve this fate.
You will have to elaborate on that one.
I'd rather not speak ill of the departed. It's not my place to judge, you see?
Yeah, but you did
But
judge her.
there were rumors, and I happen to know some of them for a fact. She was, well known in some of the bad circles for being loose, lax with her morals. May the Lord forgive her.
You were present at her arrest. Do I have that right?
I had the misfortune. It was just a few days after the bombs fell. Like many others, my family had lost our home. But we were lucky enough to find ourselves with a room in an emergency shelter. The same one Anna had been assigned to, she and that poor mother of hers. If that isn't the question, you know, to this day, I still ask it myself. What happened? Well, I suppose you could say Mr. Kirchmann had enough.
What can you tell me about this shelter?
It was a sizable apartment, confiscated from some bankers. We were based in, I assume, the old servants' quarters, together with two other families. One was Anna and her mother, and the other, I can't quite recall the name. A horrible girl and hers. Either way, she was a friend of Anna's. Probably where it all went wrong, if you ask me.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
Yes, naturally. From the house and the shop. Luckily, our cellar didn't collapse, so most of what we stored there survived.
What can you tell me about life in the shelter?
Oh, it was simply terrible. I don't like to think about it. Though I know, just having a roof over our head was a blessing.
You said the apartment used to belong to some bankers?
Yes, or at least that sort. Might have been jewelers, now that I think of it. The Gellers, I believe. Or was it Roths?
What can you tell me about your family's situation before the bombing?
It was tough, but such were the times. Nobody had it easy during the war. Compared to some others, I'd say we were still lucky. My father was able to keep his business running, which brought the bread.
How were the tasks divided among the people in the shelter?
I would say fairly. My dear father made sure of that. He had experience running the family shop, so he took it on himself to establish a rotation of tasks.
When you say we, who do you mean?
My family, all 5 of us. My parents, me, and my 2 younger brothers. Somehow, we all made it out of the fire. It was nothing short of a miracle.
Tell me about Anna's family.
There isn't much to say. It was just her and her mother, Teresa. Poor woman, with a daughter like this. Can you imagine?
And this friend's family?
The usual riff-raff, except for the father. He seemed respectable enough. Fought in the First War, I believe. God only knows how he ended up with that wife and those children. Each one worse than the last.
What happened to you during the bombing?
I'm sorry, that's a difficult topic. I almost died that night. The bomb that hit our house, it fell right through my room. There was nothing left of my bed. I'm lucky my younger brother was scared of the dark, and I had to stay with him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here today.
Fortunate.
Do you remember who was there on that day?
Not in our section, no. Just me and Mr. Kirchmann in the kitchen, and Anna with that horrible friend of hers.
What can you tell me about Anna's friend?
A menace. There's a saying, all it takes is one bad apple. And that girl was rotten. I was in the kitchen when I overheard Mr. Kirchmann's voice outside the room. He was on the phone, seemingly unaware of how loudly he was speaking.
What can you tell me about Mr. Kirchmann?
Well, his first name is Wolfgang. He was a friend. Poor thing. Got himself all tangled up with Anna. She had her ways with men. He was a good person, steadfast, brave, or so I thought. That's why I found it all so weird.
Did you hear what Mr. Kirchmann was saying?
It was hard not to. I still remember his exact words. It's Anna Kazmirek. She's the thief. He was talking to the police.
Were you in the habit of listening in on your neighbor's phone calls?
I beg your pardon? I was most certainly not listening in. We were all living so close to each other, it was hard to not overhear anything. Besides, Mr. Kirchmann and I were friends. I was concerned for him.
How did he know about this theft?
She had confided in him, bragged even, the way he put it. I don't remember the details, but it sounded just awful. Awful! pretended not to have heard anything. After all, it was not my place to meddle in their affairs. I was even almost willing to think I might have misheard or imagined it all. But then they arrived.
The policeman, I assume?
2 officers, an older gentleman and his young colleague.
Can you describe the younger officer for me?
He looked about your age, really tall, almost hit his head at the doorframe. It looked rather awkward how thin he was, just skin and bones, let me tell you.
The older one, what can you remember about him?
He was on the shorter side, though much more robust than his companion. Looked around 50, give or take. He was very kind, warm, had just the kindest of smiles, framed by quite the moustache. And I distinctly remember he had just the thickest of glasses. Wasn't sure if he could see anything at all.
What did the officers want?
Isn't it obvious? They wanted to talk to Anna. Mr. Kirchmann was more than happy to show them in.
Let's see.
I stayed in the kitchen. So did Mr. Kirchmann.
How did Mr. Kirchmann react to the officers? Anything unusual?
I admit I was rather taken aback. I never thought he'd do something like this. He looked rather pleased with himself. The way she treated him. He must have been happy there were some consequences for Anna at last.
Did you or anyone else enter Anna's room while you were waiting?
Why would anyone... Oh, I see. You think we put something there? The stolen suitcase? That we set her up?
I'm just investigating all possible leads.
Well, I didn't, and nor did Wolf. The girl had done it all to herself.
What happened then?
After a few minutes, one of the officers came out, the older one. He was joined by that girlfriend of Anna's. It was her family's room they were in. Heidi, that's the name. She led him to Anna's room to look for whatever she had stolen. He didn't let her follow him in. The girl, Heidi, thankfully she didn't stay long. She was long gone by the time the officer returned. He was holding a suitcase. Mr. Kirchmann almost jumped at the sight.
Did he say anything?
He said it was the suitcase he'd seen Anna steal, and he called her a traitor. I couldn't believe my ears.
So Wolf Kirchmann confirmed that it was Anna who stole that suitcase?
Enthusiastically, and more than that. Apparently, Anna had not just stolen, but looted it from an abandoned building. That was treason. It made me feel so conflicted.
And why was that?
I admit, I felt rather uncomfortable in this situation. After all, it is written, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged." But with Anna, with Mr. Kirchmann, I apologize. It was just dreadful. Dreadful.
How did you and Miss Kazmarek get along?
We didn't, to put it short. I did my best to keep my distance from the girl. Same with her friend, Heidi. Nothing good could ever come from associating with their type.
What was your relationship to Wolf?
We were friends, used to be at least. We grew distant over time. Mostly because of Anna, I suspect. I don't like to listen to rumors, but she did have a way about men. She sunk her claws in Wolf, wrapped him around her finger. I did try to warn him, but had he listened, maybe this whole tragedy could have been avoided.
Was there a Mr. Kazmarek?
Not that I know of, but again, I wasn't too close with the Kazmareks.
How would you describe Wolf and Anna's relationship?
They were a couple. A rather indecent affair, I must say.
How so?
Anna was, well, let's just say she had many acquaintances.
What do you remember about the suitcase?
I didn't give it a good look. It was none of my business after all. I think it was on the larger side, leather, and very dirty.
None of your business? One moment. But, Mrs. Becker, if you look here, Anna clearly states that she stole the suitcase from you.
What? Oh, no, that's not possible. No.
Then her testimony is forfeit.
The officer thanked Mr. Kirchmann, told him not to worry, that he was doing the right thing. He shook his hand, took the suitcase and left for the stairs. I was just about to do the same, but that was when it started.
When what started?
It came from the other room, where Anna was with the officer. An argument, that's what I thought at first. Just some raised voices, right? Emotions running slightly high. But I don't know what she did. She must have done something to provoke him, right?
Mrs. Becker, what happened in there?
I didn't see it. I swear, I didn't see any of it. I just heard it. Heard them. Her screaming. His shouting. I heard her fall to the floor and He was beating her. She didn't fall. He threw her and he kicked her and he beat her, and the insults, She begged him to stop.
Meanwhile, she said that he was the one that left, but...
And what did Wolf do?
I don't know. I hid in my room as soon as it started.
So the other officer was already gone by this point?
Yes, must have been at least halfway down the stairs.
Which would make him uninvolved in the beating. How would you describe Heidi's relationship with Miss Kazmarek?
I'd rather not describe it at all. A dreadful pair they made. There were rumors, not that I normally pay them much mind, but that the two of them might even be involved with each other in a, well, more intimate way.
Just gonna be looking for that one last thing, because I know it's here somewhere. Found it.
Did Miss Kazmarek have any previous encounters with the police?
I wouldn't be surprised. I know her friend did. And with the sort of people she dealt with, sooner or later, it would have happened. I locked the door, got on my parents' bed, tried not to hear it.
Do you know why Wolf would report her? Weren't they a couple?
Yes, I can only guess, but it must have had to do with her lifestyle. I suppose if he learned of her cheating, then maybe it was a revenge of sorts. How dreadful. Then again, if he knew of her crime, which he obviously did, then wasn't it the right thing to do?
Did you see anything else?
No, I'm sorry. I stayed in that room for a long time. It was only when my father came back that I opened the door. It was already evening by then, long since they left.
Thank you, Mrs. Becker.
Of course, Miss Katz. I pray you can put this dreadful story to rest.
Miss Katz, there was a call for you from your father. They've landed.
I'll call him right back.
Miss Katz.
I need to know more about the investigation into Anna's character from her trial.
On it.
I need you to invite the next witness. The victim's boyfriend, Wolf Kirchmann.
Finally. This man gave me such a headache. By the way, I hope I'm not overstepping, but I had no idea you had a sister.
Because I don't?
No? Sorry. I saw the photo on your desk earlier and I assumed. I saw how adorable you looked and just thought, sisters.
Oh.
mystery? You can stop trying, Viv. You don't belong here. How about the lesson? Repeat after me. Nur für Deutsch. Hey, the hell are you looking at, Katz?
We're not sisters.
Oh, sorry.
She's a friend. Was. We've lost touch. The photo's a sort of memento.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I should probably get going.
And I should probably get back to Peter's damn files. Lovely. Miss Katz.
Thank you, Paula. Who do I want to call? Never mind.
My apologies. If I should have been untoward or less than helpful at the end of our meeting, I did not mean to question. However, it may have appeared the validity of when your esteemed colleagues work in any way contrary. I wholeheartedly agree with Dr. Bauer. We have a duty as a people to right the wrongs of the past, to truly put them behind us. It is the spirit of truth and reconciliation that I chose to write to you. She had a very difficult lot in life. Parents who abandoned her, our city lost in a fire. She was forced to do unspeakable things in life. Things for which I may have judged her harshly back then, but which I now see were perhaps necessities of life, and live in misery. From my heart, I thank you for your noble attempt to bring justice around.
Who do I want to call?
Bessie, hello. I almost forgot I called you.
Was flying as bad as people say?
You have no idea, dear. I'm really feeling that. What was the word? Time zone syndrome? I think so. Doesn't really give it justice, believe me.
Is everything all right?
Essie, it's not like I only called you about bad things. Don't act like your mother. All's good, don't worry. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know we are back home, safe and sound.
That's good to hear.
We really missed you there, Essie. It's a pity you couldn't get the time off. But I understand. Work. Especially for a man like Bauer.
I thought we've been over this already.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry. It's that I know Bauer is a workhorse, even in our line of work, and I'm sure he expects the same of his people. Look, I'm not going to pretend I like the man. I don't.
Please.
But I've accepted your choice, and frankly, I'm proud of you for making it. Believe it or not.
Is that so?
You believe what he's doing is right. I may disagree, but sometimes what you need to do is ignore what an old geezer says. And just do what is right. I'm proud of you, kid.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
The boyfriend.
Good morning, Miss Katz. Miss Katz, good morning.
As a wolf Kurtzman will arrive soon. Mr. Peters wants to talk to you. Scoffed when I suggested he can ask you himself. Mr. Bauer requests an update after the last ones. Asked me to remind you about the warrant. Dug up from the files regarding the trial. It's Kazmarek. Fears that as Julius Haas was investigating and his background, someone had been feeding quite unsavory rumors. During our investigation from Kazmarek, received the following anonymous letter. I wrote it seemed to know the accused well. Perhaps looting was not the worst crime she committed. Good question. On Kazmarek. I've got a proud character. Enemy regard for the watch. This vile and evil woman. Possible. This acts as if my friends are criminals. For over 3 years she was in the employ of Walter Hens, a man who I am sure your honor does not know. Who would know a man who has women to do the unspeakable? I believe I am making myself clear as to what Anna Kazmark's so-called work entailed. As a result of her promiscuous lifestyle, she has, on at least one occasion, committed the most heinous crime. She is a child bearer. Anybody who is ever in contact with her can attest to the fact that she maintains contacts to these Engelmacher. Do you have a blood of the lack thereof? Kazmark claims that she is of Germanic descent, but I have heard from sources that, in fact, her parents were Poles. Anna Kazmark is a Slav in disguise, which I think does help to understand the ease with which he could commit such vile acts. Thank you for your noble attempt to bring Anna Kazmark to justice. You of communism, SPD, Yugoslav, that way between East and West.
Miss Katz, Wolfgang Kirchmann has arrived.
What's your impression of him?
He's obviously uneasy. He's in his army uniform and appears quite agitated.
Hardly surprising. Hi, Time. I'm coming.
No.
Heard you have something interesting.
Oh, Katz. Good. Yes, but I don't even know where to start. Best see for yourself.
It'll burn them.
It wasn't filled out. What am I looking for?
Keep looking. Check the others.
Wait, is that a signature?
And
Are they all empty?
keep going. So,
They didn't sign off on false information.
they signed off on no information.
A list in blanco for the wardens to fill out however they wanted. A free ticket to cover up any murder. Any number of murders.
It's incredible. I can't... No. Actually, I can very much believe it. Of course that's what they do. Anytime a prisoner was killed for whatever reason. They had this. All that was needed was just to write a lie, and it's already certified. The guards, the administration, the judges, everyone was in on it. Everyone is complicit.
Kranich. Who's that? For some reason the name sounds familiar.
Not surprising, he has a law firm in Frankfurt. Bergmann, Kranich and Partner. It's quite well known. I actually got an offer from them. But back in the day, he was actually a judge.
Wait, Bergmann, Kranich and Partner?
Yes,
No, that's... Bergmann's my father's friend. I used to get Christmas gifts from him. My father wanted me to work for them.
good thing you didn't. I don't know about Bergmann, but Kranich was clearly involved.
What about Judge von Stamm? Are any of these signed by him?
A couple. Just as empty as this one.
Is this the case for all of these reports? Were they all
Pre-signed, cover-up, highly illegal.
all of the above?
Hard to say at this point, to be honest. But I think it's quite likely.
Then what now?
Now I have to go to Poland.
I didn't take you for the tourist type.
Hilarious. That's where these files are from. Breslau. I need to talk to the man who found them. See if he can tell me anything more. If I'm lucky, he might even have some more of these. I also plan to interview a few of my potential witnesses there. I've run into some trouble trying to get them here, so... What's the saying? If the mountain won't come to Muhammad...
What can I say? Good luck.
Thanks. I'll need it. The flight is this Saturday. Sorry I won't be there to see you embarrass yourself in court. But while I'm gone, I asked Paula to give you any files that would arrive for me.
Wait, wouldn't that mean you trust me?
Don't push it. Now, if you don't mind, there's still a lot to do before I leave.
Right. Peters?
Guts? Wait! Thank you.
For what?
For this. Everything? For taking this case seriously when no one else did? For helping me? For listening? Oh, I don't know. You know what? Forget it. Just bye.
The last secret.
Anything to report, Constable Marlene? All in order? That's what I like to hear.
Miss Katz.
Wolf Kirchmann. Finally. What is he like?
He does not want to be here. Not at all.
But we knew that already.
He's a military man through and through. Proud, hurt, angry.
Lovely.
Good luck with this one.
Thank you, Paula. Mr. Kirchmann, good morning.
The rank is Hauptmann.
Of course, Hauptmann Kirchmann. I apologize. I understand your rank is something important to you.
I didn't bleed into the order for a paper pusher to Mr. Me.
I must say, you're a hard man to get hold of.
I'm a busy man, Miss Katz. And I'd rather not waste time on your games.
I wanted to talk to you about the case of Anna Kazmirek. I believe you're familiar.
Yes, I am. Haven't you all done enough to her?
I need you to tell me about Anna's arrest.
Very well, since you need me to. It hadn't even been a week since the Brits left the town on fire. We were all there. Anna and Heidi, a friend of ours, had just returned from work.
What happened then?
What happened? You know it damn well already.
And why were you at the shelter on that particular morning?
I was visiting Anna.
Could you be more specific?
I was there to check on Anna and help her in whatever way I could. She was tired after her shift, she and her friend. I offered to take care of them. I do not expect a woman of your position to understand it, but she did just lose her home.
Did you salvage anything from your old home?
No, of course not. We had just evacuated all those places. Scavenging them would be highly illegal.
I didn't ask about scavenging, just...
I didn't.
How would you describe Heidi's relationship with Miss Kazmirek?
Closer than sisters, those two. Inseparable. Except for... when Anna was with me, of course.
Ah.
What did a regular day at the shelter look like?
I'm hardly the right person to ask. I didn't live there. Wasn't there all the time. I only visited when I could see Anna.
I'd say it was rare for a soldier not to be in active duty at the time. What were you doing in Brunswick?
What was I doing? I was back from the front. My friend's dead, my city gone. What was I doing? You tell me.
What can you tell me about Emilia?
A snake. A proud one too. Always thought herself better, above everyone else.
Makes sense. Sounds right. No photos.
Tell me about Heidi.
Anna's best friend. Only friend. Other than me. Hot-headed, loud-mouthed, headstrong. Always had to be right. That she had in common with Anna. I had just stepped out to the kitchen when she started it all. Becker, that snake. I could hear her out in a hallway on the phone.
Did you hear what she said?
Not enough to understand her plan. She was talking with the police, reporting a stolen suitcase. If only I had heard her say Anna's name.
What happened to you during the bombing?
My family was lucky enough to quickly find their way to one of the bunkers. Myself, I didn't join them. With all hell breaking loose, I stayed to help evacuate the others.
How were the tasks divided among the people in the shelter?
They had some system, but I wouldn't know. Each day there were different tasks Anna would have to do, both for herself and her mother. I took over whenever she'd let me.
What What can you tell me about the conflict between Miss Kazmirek and Emilia?
Snake hated her, and that's putting it mildly. I don't know why, but she really did, to the point of wanting her dead. To the point of getting her killed.
Here.
For once, the officers didn't take long to arrive. Figures. 2 of them, protective police. A tall, weedy imbecile, and an older man with a mustache. He seemed to be in charge. I tried to stop them, asked them what was it all about. Why were they there? They were less than forthcoming.
What next?
Becker pointed them to Heidi's room. They locked themselves in with the girls, refused to let me join them. And I was so busy worrying about them, I didn't even think I should keep my eye on Becker.
Why? What did you do?
She sneaked off to Anna's room with that damned suitcase. I should have noticed, realized it. I should have stopped her. What a fool I was.
What do you remember about the officers?
The older one reeked of cigarettes, had a mustache, glasses, was clearly the one in charge. How a person with that little respect for his duty got to his position is beyond me. As for the tall imbecile, an insecure greenhorn trying to put on airs, desperate to prove his authority. All that while looking as if he never hit puberty. Would have been funny if not for...
Was there anybody else in the house at that time?
I can't account for everyone. These were cramped quarters. But Becker, Grunwald, Anna, and me, we were around.
Were there any conflicts between the shelter's inhabitants?
Other than the Becker snake and her vendetta against Anna? No. Not that I know of.
Any photos, pictures, anything?
I'm not sure how much time had passed before they opened the door. The tall one, he dragged Heidi out to the kitchen. He was done with playing nice.
What did he do?
He shoved Heidi towards us, hurling threats and insults. Pathetic. He demanded we told him which room was Anna's. Becker didn't hide her excitement as she showed him.
How did everyone else in the kitchen react to this?
Heidi was livid. She was screaming at that Schupo boy, daring him to lay one finger on her. She knew it wasn't right what they were doing to Anna. Oh, and Becker was smiling that little, arrogant smile of hers. How could I have been so blind? So there we were. Me, Heidi, and Becca. 3 friendly neighbors, just waiting for the sky to fall. At least the 2 of us. For Becker, it must have been Christmas. What could we do? All we needed was one good look at Becker to understand the whole thing. It was her. She planned all of it. This was how she finally got rid of Anna.
What makes you so sure it was all part of Emilia Becker's plan?
You weren't there. You didn't know her like I did. She was beaming, radiant, just full of herself. A pity we didn't get the time to confront her.
Why? What stopped you?
The police boy came out of Anna's room, grinning. He had a suitcase. The suitcase.
What did the 3 of you do then?
Becca struck immediately. Said the suitcase was hers, that Anna took it from her house, from the ruins of her house. That Anna was a looter, a traitor to the nation. And Heidi? She kept it together. As soon as she heard Becca's lies, she took off to get help. Smart. Wish I could say the same about myself. It didn't change anything in the end.
The suitcase. What can you remember about it? Had you seen it before?
No, never. No one's ever seen it before. No one.
Why are you so sure?
What was your relationship with Emilia Becker?
There's nothing to talk about.
But you did know her?
Yes, of course I did. It was hard not to know the snake. But there was no relationship to speak of.
Meanwhile, she said that you and her were quite fond of each other. Best friends, even. Suspicious. Go downstairs. Anything over here?
Did Miss Kazmarek have any previous encounters with the police?
No. My Anna was nothing like that.
What can you tell me about your family's situation before the bombing?
Nothing that would concern you. I'd only just returned to the city, got a leave from service. Spent most of that time with Anna. All the time she could spare.
What can you tell me about your relationship with Miss Kazmarek?
What am I supposed to say? The hell do you want to hear? We were together. In love. Planning to get married once all that nightmare was over. We were happy.
How did Miss Kazmarek come to know Mr. Hens?
She used to work for him. Same with Heidi. He was quite a well-known man among the locals. Respected, dependent. From what I've heard, he took in Anna's mother after it was all done.
Hauptmann Kirchmann, I have to ask. Is it possible Anna did in fact loot something?
I'd appreciate if you stopped insulting her memory. And no, it's not possible.
Where was her father?
Dead. Passed away when Anna was 5. She told me she could barely remember him.
What did the Kazmireks have with them?
Not a long list. And in all honesty, at this point, I don't even remember.
Tell me about Teresa Kazmirek.
She seemed a kind woman. Weird, withdrawn, but kind. The few times she actually spoke with me, she told us some stories from back wherever she was from. Somewhere east would be Poland.
You said the Kazmireks were from somewhere east?
Yes, their origin was important for her, having grown up on her mother's stories. She always said she wanted to visit their former hometown. The way she talked about it sounded like she even wanted to live there.
Interesting.
Then it's all a blur. Like when I was at the... I couldn't think straight. I couldn't really think at all. I remember barging into Anna's room.
Why did you go to Anna's room?
I was trying to find something, anything to prove she was innocent, that it was Becker all along. She must have left something behind. She had to. I tossed around everything, pulled out every drawer.
Did you find anything to prove Emilia Becker meddled with Anna's room?
No, of course not. We wouldn't be sitting here if I did. Next thing I know, I was back in the kitchen. Alone. And I could hear them.
You say them. What did you hear exactly?
Behind the door. Behind the damn door. They wailed on her. Both of them. Again and again. They called her trash, a looter, a whore, a parasite, a pest. The walls there were so thin, I could hear it all.
How long did that beating last?
I don't know. I don't know.
Was anybody else still there?
It's fuzzy. I don't think so, no. I did. I had to carry her out. She was barely conscious. And her face, my Anna's face, they must pay.
What then? Did you do anything?
No. No. We're done here. We're fucking done here. Is this a joke to you?
Before you furiously storm off, there's one more document I'd like to ask you about.
I'm not.
You will want to see it. According to it, you already admitted your guilt. Can you tell me what this man is referring to? This man, your uncle. Did you contact him about Anna's arrest? Did you ask him to help her? Cover for you? What is this plan he refers to?
Idiot.
Excuse me?
She had it all planned and I... Idiot. I have nothing to say to you. You have your proof. I just hope you have enough for that snake as well.
I feel like there's still something missing. I should give more thought to that house search idea.
Miss Cutts. Good. I hope the investigation's proceeding apace.
I finished interviewing our last witness, Mr. Kirchmann.
Oh, please don't keep me in suspense. Did our military friend prove helpful in the end?
I'd say so. I doubt he was perfectly honest in his account, but what he did say was rather interesting. Especially when he contradicted the previous witnesses.
Very well then. I assume the reason for your visit is the warrant we discussed. To have one of the witnesses' houses searched.
Yes, Mr. Bauer.
So I understand you have a finished theory on what had actually happened on the day of the arrest.
I'm just particularly interested in one of my witnesses. I suspect they know more than they let on.
I see. This is the only chance, Miss Cutts. We will not be able to get a warrant for another house search. I suggest you make sure your decision is the correct one.
I'm sure of my decision, Mr. Bauer.
Very well, I'm listening. Who should we get a warrant for?
Emilia Becker, the neighbor. Let's search her.
Let's see what comes of it. Good luck, Miss Cutts.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Just in case it immediately spits me into whatever. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe, ring that bell, and I'll see you all next time in the vault. Peace.